Well, good morning and welcome back to my channel. If you're new around here, a very warm welcome to you. Thank you so much for clicking on this video. My name is Blair Lamb and I make videos about all the different parts of my life, and today I'm kicking off another weekly vlog. It's Monday morning now and my daughter Nora went off to her grandmother's house. She does homeschool Mondays with her grandmother there, and we decorated for Christmas over the weekend. So I am in full festive mode. I am like, Christmas music is on, candles are lit, all the lights on the garlands and on the Christmas trees, which we have 3 of them up this year, including this outdoor one, which I especially love for when I do these outdoor clips. It is just the best feeling. My heart is just soaring. It's just been like such a fun past few days of decorating for Christmas and just feeling the spirit of the season. We had a really nice weekend. Yesterday on Sunday, I usually start my weekly vlogs on Sundays, but yesterday when I woke up, I was feeling sick and congested, and so we didn't go to church because I couldn't tell if I was getting sick, if it was allergies, but I haven't really been experiencing allergies, praise God, because I've been doing those Quello drops now for almost I think 9 months, and they're really starting to work. They take a while for your body to build up an immunity, or however it works. For your body to stop having such a huge reaction to your allergens. If you've been around, I've been talking about this, you know what I'm saying. Anyway, so I'm like, I don't really think it's allergies. I haven't really had allergies, which has been amazing. So anyway, I do think I have like a light cold, but I went to bed, I rested a lot yesterday, and I went to bed really early last night, and I woke up today and I feel really great. Like, I definitely am a little bit congested, but I feel largely normal. I did not work out this morning. I usually work out Monday, Wednesday, Friday right now. That's my schedule. But I texted my trainer last night and said, here's what's going on. I'm feeling like, and she said, why don't you just take Monday off so that you can get some extra rest, because that's going to help you get over whatever it is more quickly. So that's what I did. So here we are. So today I have done some laundry. I just put our Christmas sheets and bedding in the washing machine. So those are going to go through the washer and dryer, and then they will go on our bed, which I'm really excited for. And I cleaned up the living room and I loaded and unloaded the dishwasher. And I'm going to show you the project that I'm going to start today. Is we have this, our kitchen is very 90s. It hasn't been updated since 1994 when our house was built. And there is like one of those in-kitchen desks, which was so popular back then. And above it is, we call it like a hutch, but it's just like 3 open shelves. And I have struggled for almost the full 3 years that we've lived in this house with those shelves, because every time I organize them and I do labels and I do it this way and that way, it never stays organized. It always becomes a dumping spot over and over and over. And so I'm realizing that I just need to stop trying to store all the craft supplies. I need to stop storing all that stuff there, because it visually is cluttered, and so it invites more clutter. Like, I really do think that clutter attracts clutter. So instead, I'm gonna get rid of almost everything that's not kitchen related. And I bought a whole bunch of mason jars in various sizes. I only have 2 of the sizes so far. The other 2 sizes are in the mail being shipped to me. I had ordered them with our Walmart grocery delivery yesterday, but 2 of the sizes weren't in stock, so they're mailing them to me. And so I'm gonna do, my friend Shelby, who lives across the street from me, she has 4 kids, and she just like runs her house so well. And they redid their kitchen recently, and she has some open shelving, and it always looks so nice. And what she has on the open shelving is like a few different sizes of mason jars and like some plates and bowls. And it always looks nice, and it never looks cluttered. And so I took that as inspiration, and what I'm going to do is make mine just an extension of kitchen storage. And that way, if we need to put some of the stuff that's visual clutter that's in the hutch right now, we could put it into cabinets. I feel like I'm about to sneeze. Excuse me. Definitely have some little something going on. So you'll see more what I mean when I start kind of organizing it, but basically I'm gonna make those open shelves kitchen storage instead of randomness storage, so that hopefully they can stay less cluttered. And then I can use, our house has a lot of storage. It's one of my favorite things about this house. There are, tons of cabinets in the laundry room. There's cabinets in the hallway. Our kitchen has like 30 something cabinets. We have tons of storage. So if I can swap things that are going to look visually nice with some of the stuff that doesn't usually look visually nice and put that behind doors, do you know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm going to start working on today. Now, I don't think those mason jars are going to arrive today. I think they'll probably get here tomorrow. But I have all the first batch of the 2 sizes that I do have in the dishwasher. And once they come out, I'll put them up. So I'm kind of getting there. I'm starting to wrap my brain around it. But we use mason jars all the time for snacks, for storing things, for drinks, we use them constantly. They're already a staple in our house. And so and they're very inexpensive. And like if you break them, they're easy to replace. They're kind of hard to break. My kids use them all the time and they very rarely break. They're just really versatile. We use them a lot. So I feel like it's going to be good. I think this might actually work. This might be the thing that finally works. We have been talking about redoing our kitchen, doing like a facelift. And as we've been talking about it, I'm like, I really want to find a way to make these open shelves work because they actually could be really pretty. So I also bought some plate holders for some Christmas plates I have that maybe I thought like I could display that and kind of make one of the shelves look kind of Christmassy. So anyway, come along. I'm going to figure this out. Try to make this hutch thing work. Now the desk part on the bottom is awful. I cannot stand it. It's got to go. If and when we do redo our kitchen, I'm going to raise that counter up and put some kind of storage underneath because we don't need a desk in our kitchen in any way. And it's very small and it's not functional. But the top part I think we could make functional. Okay, so here we go. Welcome to my week. Thank you for listening to my kitchen clutter rambles.
Oh, come all ye faithful, joyful and triumphant. Oh, come ye to Bethlehem. Come and behold him, born the King of angels. Oh, let us adore him. Oh, come, let us adore him. Oh, come, let us adore him, Christ the Lord.
Okay, I apologize for the extra noise. I have the dishwasher on washing some of that glassware, but it's all cleaned off and wiped down. So now I'm going to start to, I got some of this, so I'm going to try to put this on the first 2 shelves. I'm not sure that I'll need it on the 3rd, but let's do that next.
Sing all ye citizens of heaven above. Glory to God, glory in the highest.
Okay, here's where we are. I'm really happy with this so far. So I put up that Grinch plate that I just love, that my mom gave me for Christmas last year, and I can use it for Christmas cookies or Christmas whatever throughout the season, but I just love to look at it. I think it's so cute. And then I just put a white picture up. I'd like to put some other things up there, but for now, that's that. And then what I'm going to use the other 2 for are all of these mason jars, which we will use, as I said earlier, for drinking, for food storage, for snacks, for all of the above. So I am waiting for, it looks like there's like 50 more minutes left on the dishwasher, and then I will put the first set up. And then from there, I will wait for the next 2 like pallets or whatever, trays of mason jars to come in. I'll wash them and then add them. And I actually think this is going to work. Now that printer is a little bit unsightly. However, we homeschool, and every homeschool mom knows you have to have a printer. It is in use every single day. And so we have to have it, and there's really no other good place for us to keep it. It is a wireless printer, so it could go somewhere else. But for now, I think we're gonna leave it here. I need to figure out what I'm doing here. All those little marks were there when we moved in, because I don't wanna put anything there that's gonna be another clutter trap. but if I don't put something there, it will become a clutter trap. So I don't know, we'll figure that out. And then in these little things, these things are a nightmare because they collect so much clutter. So I cleared them out. I'm gonna put like our tape dispenser, our stapler, those things in there, and then I'll see what how the rest of it kind of goes. But I'm really happy with this so far. It's giving kitchen, which is a good idea. I think it's a much better idea than like a catch-all, because clearly the catch-all was not working. You can file this under places I normally never film because this is usually so atrocious. And look at it now. I did add, I'm gonna tilt you up. See those candy canes? I put some candy canes in a little jar, just to add a little bit more of a little Christmas touch. I'm gonna have to be on the lookout for, I have a couple of ideas of things I'd like to do as far as decor on that third shelf. But the mail just came, and very happily and surprisingly, the other 2 sets of jars came as well. So, and the dishwasher just finished with the first wash. So by the end of the day, this is gonna be all done. I did not realize that these were coming today. But we have a Walmart warehouse right around the corner from us, which is very helpful because we do normally get things delivered. Like I ordered these last night at probably 8 o'clock and it's like 1 p.m. So that's pretty crazy. The other thing I got in the mail is from Quince, and I actually ordered this in mid-October to give to Nora as a birthday gift, but the original package got lost in the mail, and when I reached out to customer service, they said that they had been having a warehouse issue, and so that's probably why it happened. So they sent me another package, and I just got it now, and I'm gonna give it to her as a Christmas gift because she will love this. It is the cutest, girliest sparkle dress. Oh my gosh, it's iridescent, like purple, and it is so cute. It has little ruffle right around the sleeves, and it's just adorable. She will think this is so fun. So this is gonna be one of her Christmas presents. I was ordering it for her to actually wear to the American Girl doll store when we went for her birthday. But like I said, it didn't arrive in time. So now I'm gonna save it, and it's going to be a Christmas gift for her, which she will absolutely love. It goes out of stock so fast when they restock it. So if it's in stock and you want it, grab it, because it goes out of stock just absolutely constantly. This dress does. It's just so adorable. Okay, so now what I'm gonna do is open up all of these, and well, I'm gonna unload the dishwasher and put the ones that I'm thinking to put here, and then I'm gonna go from there.
Come let us adore him. Oh, come let us adore him, Christ the Lord.
I am so happy with how this is turning out. It is so much more visually pleasing and also very practical, because I'm standing where this camera is right in front of the dishwasher. So it's really easy to unload glassware right from the dishwasher, and it's easy to grab and use for a variety of different things. And additionally, when we have people over, which is pretty often, it's so easy for people to grab a glass that they need, you know, whatever. So I'm really happy. I'm really, really happy with how this has turned out so far. I did also move some of our water goblets up there, as well as some of Riley's beer glasses or beer goblets. I'm not sure exactly what they're called. And yeah, I'm super happy with how this has all come together today. It is so much easier on the eyes than previously. And so let me show you where I put everything else. Everything that was here, let me show you where I put it. Okay, so this cabinet is right next to this, and this has Nora's hair stuff. My daughter has ringlet curls, and they take some time and effort every morning to fix before school and get them all ready, or just before, you know, for the day, whatever. And so I need them here because it takes usually 10 to 15 minutes to do her hair. There's just a way you have to do it. You can't just brush it out because it will get damaged, and it's, you know, curly hair, people know. So I typically do it while she's eating breakfast. And so I need it close by where I can easily access it. So this actually worked out really, really well because I just had a bunch of all those service tumblers that are on the top were actually on the bottom, but we don't use those a ton. I've actually been thinking about getting rid of them because we really don't use them hardly at all anymore. But I'll keep them for a little while longer. We can decide what we want to do with them, but we don't need them easily accessible. I need this hair stuff easily accessible, but it looks great. The fact that it's behind this cabinet is perfect. Then this is our sink, and this cabinet is above our sink, and I used the other plate holder to put that plate up. It's the perfect size plate. It just, the plate in the middle says Merry Christmas. I'm not sure if you can see that or not. And then these 3 baskets, the top one has medicine in it. The middle one has extra paper, like for the printer or for Nora to do crafts with. And then the bottom one has dish towels in it. So all of those are there, and that's very also visually easy to look at, and still easily accessible, but not clutter, you know? So there's that. So we have these hallway cabinets. They are so fantastic. And there's 3 cabinets up top, and then down here below there's also 3 shelves. Well, it's 2 cabinets and then 3 shelves in each. So I was able to move all of this into here easily because this stuff is for entertaining, and so we pull it out from time to time, but it doesn't need to be out every day. So this is a craft box, Play-Doh. These are alcohol markers, some craft supplies, and then some extra homeschool curriculum that we're not using at the moment. So this was all over in that big hutch thing in the kitchen, and now it's here and very neat. So this has been my project for the day. It definitely took several hours, but I am so happy with how it turned out, and I really think this is going to be functional for us, and that is very exciting. I love creating systems that actually can work and will solve problems, and I was able to get rid of a lot of mismatched glassware. We didn't really have a set of glassware anymore because things had gotten broken, and we end up just using mason jars anyway almost all of the time. Because they're just so convenient and easy. And so I figured I might as well just get a whole bunch of them because that's what works for us anyway. So yeah, so I'm excited. I think it's gonna be good. Hey, it's been a few hours. We're back to this area. My kids are home, both of them. We went and picked up Nora from Dit's house, and they're watching The Grinch right now while I start getting dinner ready. But before I do that, I kept all of the boxes from the mason jars, so I'll show you what each one is called and the size of it and what we use it for. We have had all of these different sizes of mason jars in the past. The reason why I love having a lot of mason jars on hand is because they are so versatile. You can use them for storing things, for making salad dressings, you can use them for sourdough, you can use them for storing granola, you can use them for a million different things, just normal things like drinking or whatever. They're super durable, like it takes a lot to break a mason jar, and they're glass, which I really prefer over plastic, which is easy, and then they're so easy to replace. When they break, you can replace them. They're very inexpensive compared to high-end glassware, and they're just easy. Like, I just like them. I like the aesthetic of them, that they just feel very cozy and homey. I really like them. I've always really liked them, and I like drinking out of them and whatever. So we use them all the time anyway. Whenever I make a whole bunch of soup, we put some in a mason jar in the fridge. Like, we always are using them. I needed to do a restock because, as I just mentioned, they are so easy to restock, I guess. They're easy to get replacements of. And I often, if someone is taking leftovers home, or I've many times given away sourdough starter, and so they leave me. I'm sure we've broken a couple, but they're really hard to break. But we don't have very many, and we have like a very mismatched set. So that's why I bought 4 like pallets of them, boxes of them, to get a fresh set, because I wanted this to look nice and filled out. We will certainly use them, and as I give them away and we use them and whatever, we can always purchase more. But it's been years since I've purchased them because they really last a while. So the smallest ones that I have are these quilted glass jars, and these are 4 ounces, and here's what they look like. These are so great for so many things, for like a scoop of pretzels or goldfish for the kids, for a little bit of trail mix, for yogurt with some berries on top, for a sauce dipping situation. My kids aren't, Nora will eat a lot of soup. Colin typically won't eat like a whole bowl of soup, but if we serve grilled cheese and tomato soup, we can put some tomato soup in here so he has something to dip his sandwich in, even though he's probably not going to eat the soup kind of thing. Just super useful, little 4 ounces. Useful for organizing too when you're cooking. I really like the 4 ounce ones. So that's what these are. Then the next size up, I'm trying to do them in order here. Yeah. The next size up are the wide mouth mason jars, and these are in the 8 ounces. So here's what the box looks like. And these we use every single day for juice or chocolate milk or regular milk. Like, we use these all the time for any drink that's not water because it's just a perfect amount. It's a cup. I use this size when I'm making eggs for the kids in the morning. I'll crack a couple of eggs in here and just use a fork to whisk it. This is the size I use if Nora's painting and she needs a paintbrush like wash cup. I use this often to pull my espresso shots into from our machine. We use this size all the time. So this is the 8 ounce size, and they come in several different patterns, and they come in either wide mouth. I don't know if this one comes in a skinnier mouth, but anyway, you can look and see, but I'm going to link these exact ones that I got below. And these are really good for snacks on the go too, because they hold a little bit more. So if you're doing like a mixture, like of some kind of snack mix or something, you can bring these, throw them in your car or whatever, and then your kids can have them. So really easy, and glass is just so easy to wash. Obviously it's not as durable as plastic, but plastic can get so warped in the dishwasher and it can get so discolored and stained, and glass just has none of those problems, which I really like. The next one is this one. This is a 16 ounce, so it's double the last one, and it's also a wide mouth. So this is the most standard size, but typically when you think of a mason jar, you think of this shape. This is the standard shape, and this is the same size, but it is a wide mouth, and I like this one more. These are the ones we've had in the past, but I got these because I just like this more. It feels more like a cup to me. You can see at the bottom, can you see where it says wide mouth down here? It's hard to get it to focus because it is glass. But this is great for sourdough starter. This is great for, mostly drinks. This is what I would make my coffee, and I make my coffee in this all the time. You can make iced coffee in here, that kind of thing. So super useful. Also just a great water glass or something like that. So it's 16 ounces, and when you add ice into it, it ends up being, you can fit less liquid, so it's like the perfect amount, I think. I use this size all the time for my drinks throughout the day. And then the last one that I picked up, I specifically picked up for storage, for food storage. When we have extras of something, they're really easy to fill up. I have a mason jar funnel that I just pop on the top. Let me grab it. I sneezed while I was grabbing this, so if I look like I sneezed, I did. So this is the 32 ounce size. So they're definitely bigger. I personally, unless I'm really thirsty, sometimes I put like electrolytes in these, and I have like a big glass of water because it's 32 ounces. So actually I did that yesterday. So I do that from time to time, but primarily I use this for storage. I use one of these size for keeping our granola in. I use this often to, I'll wash berries and store them in here. Berries last so long in a mason jar, so much longer than anything else I've tried. And then this I just got for a couple of bucks. I believe this is just from Walmart too. It pops on the top, and it just makes it a lot easier when you're storing leftovers. So if we have like leftover chili, you can just pour it in. You won't get it everywhere. It just goes right in. I think this was literally like a few bucks. I use it constantly. So fill it up, whatever, and then you can seal it and call it a day. So really easy. Use it all the time for so many different things. So yeah, I use this 32 ounce size all the time for a variety of different things. It's also good if you're gonna make like a double or triple batch of sourdough to feed your starter in a bigger jar so it has more space to rise. I've done that many times. I've just been using these like on the go all the time for so many years now. I'm really excited to have like a great stockpile of them because I know that I will use them very regularly. And I love that they're glass because they just, you know, there's nothing weird leaching into your food, and like they're just so easy to clean. They always look clean after years. This one is, I mean, gosh, this thing has got to be 5 to 10 years old. Like I've had this for so long. And it looks brand new because it's glass. I just really like it. So that's what we do. Now we do have like, these are water glasses. Like when we have company over, I wouldn't typically, unless it's very casual, I would typically use like more proper glassware. So we have red wine glasses, white wine glasses, what are they called? Like rocks tumblers for like old fashions. I don't really drink those, but like those kind of tumblers, and then highball tumblers, martini glasses, like glassware like that for when we're serving, especially cocktails or alcohol or adults or whatever. Like I like when we're setting the table, I set them with these as water glasses, usually with a wedge of lemon. So I don't use mason jars for every single thing all the time, but in day-to-day life, this is what we use anyway. So I'm really looking forward to having just like a whole bunch of them at the ready for us whenever we need them. And I'll have to give you updates down the line, but I'm sure that it will be very well utilized and just easy to handle in all ways. So that's that. Like I said, I'll link those 4 different sizes here below. I'll also link this below. I feel like if you're gonna jump into the mason jar life, you totally need one of these. The other thing I would highly recommend getting, instead of using the metal ring, unless you're doing canning, which I don't do, and like the metal ring and the metal thing, it's a whole thing to remember. I would also buy some of the plastic mason jar lids that have a rubber seal in them, and they're really easy and reusable. I use them all the time. I don't know if I have one. Let me see. Okay, so I haven't fed my sourdough starter in a couple weeks, so you can see it's obviously not fed, but this is what I'm talking about. I need to get more because I use them so often, but they are made by the company, and they have a seal in the inside. You might be able to tell, and they're just easier to keep track of than having to keep track of the 2 parts of the lid. And so when I'm storing my starter in the fridge, I keep this on it, and then I have a jar bonnet that after I feed it, I put the jar bonnet on it because that is fabric, and so it allows airflow, which allows the starter to activate. So that's that. Okay, now I want to talk about dinner tonight. It is so weird to look at myself in the viewfinder here and see like a nice background instead of what it normally has looked like for years. It's very nice. Very, very satisfying. Okay, so if you've been following for a while, then you might know, but a lot of Novembers, Riley and I make our own Thanksgiving dinner at home one night in November just to have leftovers and get to make Thanksgiving paninis, which we both love, and like just having leftovers basically because we both really love the Thanksgiving meal. And when we go to Thanksgiving with his side of the family, it doesn't work out for us to take leftovers because it's like at the family home and then there are people staying there, and it's like this, it just doesn't make sense for us to take leftovers. So we don't, and then we don't have leftovers, which is completely fine and very reasonable, but we really like Thanksgiving. So for years now, or when we go to Maryland, which we haven't for a few years, but in previous years when we would go to Maryland for my side of the family to go for Thanksgiving, we obviously were not taking leftovers home because we live in Texas. We were not going to take Thanksgiving leftovers on a flight. So instead, we make a Thanksgiving dinner. You know, it used to be just the 2 of us, now the 4 of us. We make it at home, and then, like I said, we don't make it as big. We just do a turkey breast instead of a whole turkey, and we just do everything like at a smaller, more low-key rate. But it allows us to have a yummy Thanksgiving meal just with our immediate family, and then have a couple of days of leftovers, which is really fun because we just enjoy the meal so much. We're doing it tonight. We were planning on doing it last night. It didn't work out, so we're doing it tonight. So we already cooked the turkey yesterday. Like I said, it was a turkey breast, and Riley cooked that last night just because it takes a while and it was nice to have that done. So I am going to make mashed potatoes. We already have the sweet potato casserole. I bought that pre-made from the Better Goods brand. It has amazing reviews, and I really love Better Goods, so I think it's going to be great. I just bought canned cranberry sauce. I like canned cranberry sauce. I also like homemade cranberry sauce, but for the simplicity of doing this, I have rolls rising right here. I have some rolls rising for our little mini meal tonight. That was all that I had left, or I would have made more, but we made some yesterday because I was originally thinking we were doing it yesterday. Riley kept the drippings to make some gravy, and we're gonna make green bean casserole. So I need to make the white mashed potatoes and the green bean casserole, and then we'll have those two plus sweet potato casserole, turkey, gravy, cranberry sauce, and rolls. That's going to be a delicious Thanksgiving. So that's what I'm going to work on here. I'm going to start kind of getting things ready. I'm very much excited. I love Thanksgiving dinner, and it might be like one of my very favorite meals of the whole year. And I think part of what makes it so special is you really just only get it like at Thanksgiving time. So I'm going to start making things, and Riley will be home in the next hour, and then we can eat. I'm kind of distracted. I definitely am still feeling a little sick, and maybe my brain's a little fuzzy, but I actually feel energetic and fine, so I'll take it. Okay, there's all you ever needed to know about mason jars, and let's move on to our little mini family Thanksgiving. Here's my plate tonight. It is looking so delicious. Riley's getting his plate going. We got the pumpkin pie in the oven. Oh, he's getting Nornor's plate going. Colin's heading over. We just finished our little Thanksgiving dinner. It was so yummy and so easy and just fun. A few things that we swapped out instead of making them on our own. So Riley made the turkey breast last night in the Instant Pot, and so you can make it from frozen. So I will leave a link to that recipe below. So that was all done for today, which was really nice. And then the mashed potatoes, I don't use a recipe. When I make mashed potatoes, I just make them the same way every time. I just use 3 big potatoes and called it a day. For the sweet potato casserole, I used this from Better Goods, and it was absolutely delicious. It has like an amaretto kind of flavor in it. I don't know if it was really good. You guys like this?
Yeah.
They both ate a bunch of it. And then for the stuffing, I just used this. I just wanted to do I didn't want to make this some long, complicated thing. And it took me about an hour and a half to do it all, which was not too long for a whole Thanksgiving dinner. And then we currently have a Marie Callender's pumpkin pie in the oven. Pumpkin pie is actually a really easy pie to make, but just one less thing to do. So that'll be done in about 15 minutes. It already smells really good in here. And then for the rolls, I used those, are they Rhodes? I forget what the name of the brand is, but the frozen dough, I've talked about them on this channel a lot. I can link that below too. And then let's see, the green bean casserole is so easy. It's like a few cans of green beans, and I think it's 2 cans of green beans, a cup of milk, some Worcestershire, some black pepper, and a can of cream and mushroom soup. And then with the French fried onions, that's so easy. And then we just used, I didn't make homemade cranberry sauce. So it actually was not, for being Thanksgiving, which is known to be like this elaborate meal, it did not take that long at all. And we also weren't making huge portions of everything, so that made it a lot easier too. So Riley is brewing. He just ground up some decaf beans, so we're gonna have some decaf coffee. We have added this to our Walmart delivery order for like the past 3 or 4 weeks, and it's been out of stock. So Riley, I guess, did you go to the grocery store to get it?
I did a Walmart order.
You did a Walmart order to get it because we both have been really wanting to try it. So this is definitely what's going in my... It is cookie butter. This is what's going in my decaf tonight with my little slice of pumpkin pie. I cannot wait. It sounds so yummy. Thanks for being here today. It's been like a big day of organizing and decluttering and a Thanksgiving meal. It's all really good things. So good morning. It's Tuesday. We just finished Nora's homeschool.
And then on Saturday, Katie and Monica are taking care of me and Colin because Blair and Wiley are going to Friendsgiving where Wiley's friends are.
That's correct. We're going to Friendsgiving with Daddy's college friends.
Doing this.
You are doing great. So this morning we just finished Nora's homeschool, sitting over here, did all of it, and now we are painting because their school is having a Christmas art show, end of the year art show. So they're both working on their canvases.
And I'm making a Christmas house.
You sure are. You guys are doing great.
And I want to make some bean too.
You're doing a great job, Kylie. How nice is it that I can now position the camera instead of angling it so you don't see this mess, you can enjoy. So it is Tuesday night now. It's like 8:30. And I just have felt really sick today. This congestion cold thing is just kind of getting, I don't want to say it's getting worse and worse, but it's a little worse than yesterday. I'm not really feeling better. And I'm feeling kind of just run down. So I had to really focus today because it was a homeschool day. So I spent several hours homeschooling Nora, and then we did some painting projects. You probably can't see them. They've been drying all day over here, and just like momming all day, getting stuff ready for school tomorrow, lunches and all of that. So I just went and took a nice long hot everything shower, and I feel a lot better coming out of that. And I'm just eating a little bit right now. Because I didn't really have an appetite much of the day. So I'm just sort of, trying to kind of get myself ready to go to bed here early. I don't know if when this video goes up, I have already announced that I'm pregnant. I'm hoping that I have. If not, you won't see this portion of the video. But my current as in literally just tonight, this isn't like something I've been craving every day. But I have balsamic vinegar, and then Riley cooked 2 of these wild grain baguettes because he used one of them, not the whole thing, he used like half of one of them to make his Thanksgiving leftover sandwich from last night. So I'm cutting off little chunks and putting butter on it and then dipping it in the balsamic, and it is like hitting the spot. It's a very weird late night thing, but I did eat lunch today. I ate breakfast too. I just haven't had like I've been so hungry this pregnancy. I have been so hungry this pregnancy, and I have not been hungry today. But this sounds good, and so I'm gonna eat this and this last little hunk, and then I will have eaten about half of one of those baguettes. And I feel like that's good to have something in my belly before I go to bed, because otherwise I wake up in the middle of the night and I'm so hungry I have to get up and eat, and it's just a pain. This cold that I have isn't that severe, but being pregnant, I can't take anything for it. And I'm already tired and not feeling 100%. And my immune system is suppressed because that happens when you're pregnant. So it's really not a major situation. I think it's probably a pretty minor cold, but it's hitting me a little harder than I know it is. It's hitting me harder than it would if I were not pregnant, and that's just how it is. So overall, this pregnancy has been, at least this first trimester of this pregnancy has been by leaps and bounds by far my easiest, which has been the greatest gift imaginable, because I have more responsibilities on my plate now than I did either of the other 2 times. And it was hard enough then, being so nauseous, so exhausted, just feeling so ill. I would just make it. We would just be in full family survival mode for however many weeks it would last, and we would just make it work. People do it all the time. But it has been such a blessing that has not been the case. I've gotten nauseous here and there a little bit, but in my previous 2 pregnancies, it was like wake up, so nauseous all day, extreme food aversions, very few things that I was willing to eat during the first trimester with either of my first 2. I still right now I'm leaning towards carbs. That sounds better to me often, but I have eaten salads, I have eaten chicken, I have eaten steak, I have eaten all kinds of turkey last night. I'm still eating like a wide variety of foods, whereas with Nora, I literally subsisted on bagels and cream cheese and pretty much nothing else for about 12 to 15 weeks. And with Colin, I think I was able to maybe eat a little bit more, but I don't think I was in the same room as a salad for 12 to 15 weeks. This time it's just been a lot easier. And because I'm able to eat regularly and eat foods that are actually nourishing to my body, not just carbs all day, I have more energy as well. So I'm more fatigued than normal, obviously, because I'm growing a baby, but I also eating foods that aren't just bagels and cream cheese is helping me. I'm also exercising throughout this pregnancy for the first time. Now this week, of course, I took off on Monday because I was sick, and I think I'm going to take off tomorrow because I'm still pretty tired. And I just want to make sure I'm fully recovered. I don't want to push it. But I have been going 3 days a week, and I do think that has made a huge difference mentally, physically, emotionally, all of it. So that's the story. It's, you know, what they say is true. No two pregnancies are alike. And just because you've had a really easy pregnancy doesn't mean your next one will be really easy. And just because you've had a really hard pregnancy doesn't mean your next one will be hard. Just because you've had 2 first trimesters where being in the same room as many foods made you want to vomit all day long and you felt awful all the time and you were nauseous 24/7 does not mean apparently that the third time that's going to be the case. And that is such a great thing. I have several friends who are like how I was the first 2, and they're like, gosh, if I had known I wouldn't get sick, I would have had a third, or I would have another one, however many they have, I would have another one, because it really is so hard. It's so hard on a woman to just feel nauseous for months at a time, and for some women, even medication doesn't help it. My sister was that way. She was just so ill, every pregnancy so ill, and no matter what, it just never went away. Like, it had to go away on its own. That's, it's exhausting. She's so funny because now she's like, you're making me want a 4th. Because I feel like I wouldn't get sick the 4th time since you're not getting sick the 3rd time. I'm like, you know what? You never know. You never know. But I am grateful to God every single day. So even on days like today when it's like I've got something going on, I don't have a huge appetite, which a huge appetite has been like my number 1 symptom. I am ravenous. Ravenous. The other symptom that goes along with that is that I'm ravenous for food that I did not make. Like, I want to order out every meal. I want to go pick up food every meal, and that's just not happening. So, all that to say, it's been a kind of a long day. I'm going to get some sleep. I'll see you in the morning. Good night. Well, hey, it's Wednesday afternoon now, and I know last night I was like, I'll cut this part out if I haven't shared yet that I'm pregnant, but this vlog is going to have to go up after I've already shared that I'm pregnant, because I am just struggling a little bit this week. Definitely, the fatigue is so real. So I am about 10.5 weeks right now, and I've definitely had some tired moments, but I am exhausted. Like, I cannot keep my eyes open. So I looked it up to find out what is going on with the baby at 10.5 weeks or in the 10th week, to help me understand, why am I so exhausted? Obviously I have this little cold on top of it, but it's like it's like that level of exhaustion that you just only hit in pregnancy that's outrageous. Like, take a shower, take a nap, eat a plate of food, take a nap, that kind of situation. So I looked it up, and it turns out that there's a huge hormonal shift that happens in the 10th week because the placenta is forming. So prior to the placenta forming, the baby is being sustained by hormones, and so then the hormones shift, and there's a rise in progesterone, which is very much a hormone that will make you very, very tired. And as that's happening, the placenta is forming. So my body's doing a lot of hard work building that placenta. Also, the hormones have shifted. So when it makes more sense to me, it's helpful to wrap my brain around, like, okay, I really am very, very tired. I should nap. So today I took it completely easy. Like, I didn't go work out. I ate a good breakfast. I had some yummy avocado toast and a matcha. And then I think this guy is... Hi! Okay, I'm back. I was sitting in my car, obviously, filming, and the Amazon driver pulled up, and he was, like, waiting for me to leave. He thought I was, like, in my car leaving the driveway. I was not, but that's what he thought, because obviously he didn't think I was filming a YouTube video. And I wasn't gonna, like, roll down the window and be like, actually, I'm filming it, because he wanted to pull in to deliver our package that we got today, or packages. I can't think of what we ordered. Maybe right. Oh, I think I ordered just like some household stuff. Nothing fun. Oh, I did order a dress for Thanksgiving, so we'll have to try that on. Anyway, so he was like gesturing to me to leave, and I'm like, but no, I'm waiting. But I didn't know what to say. I wasn't going to roll down the window and be like, I'm filming a YouTube video, so I'm not going to leave. The lighting's really good. So I just left. So now I'm here, parked and talking to you. Anyway, this morning I had avocado toast and an iced matcha that was delicious. And I cleaned up our living room and tidied some things up. And then I just got in bed and I slept for like 3 hours. And now I'm like just waking up a little bit. The only thing I can think about is a Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich is the only thing I can think about. So after I pick my children up, I am probably going to go do that, and they can either get food if they're hungry or an ice cream cone if they just want a treat. I'm drinking Gatorade Zero. I've been drinking Gatorade Zero at least one every day because water is not, some days water tastes really good to me, and some days it almost makes me want to gag, just plain water. So I've been adding electrolytes or doing Gatorade Zero, just anything to just get some more fluids in my system with it not, without making myself gag. So that is the story of what today has been like. It has been just, I'm just so tired. It's just been a tiring day, but I'm really grateful that I was able to rest. That was a very good thing. Tomorrow I will not be able to rest, but it was very nice that today I was. So I will take it, you know? I will definitely take it. My dream came true. Well, good morning. It's Friday, and in a very fun twist of fate, we are at a local dairy farm because my friend Ange also homeschools, and her homeschool group was traveling up to our city for this farm, and she said, "Do you want to join us?" And I said, "I sure do." So now we're here. Colin, who's that? Let's go over on the playground. Yeah, they're very cute.
This is the pit. This is what we call it. Cows are going to be up here. You're seeing all the milkers here. They're all hooked up for the washing cycle. We're through milking. This is what it looks like when we're through. So when we come down here, my job is getting this room ready and Tommy's getting the front room ready. We're going to hook up all the milkers. We don't want those cows to have to wait on us. Get all of this stuff ready. We'll clean that freestall barn, and then we'll bring the cows up. I'll take the four-wheeler outside, bring the cows up. They'll be standing right behind the door there. That's the holding pen. So when we're ready to bring them in.
Okay, can you guys let Ivy have a turn?
I'm so sorry.
She's making me nervous. Well, hey. It is Friday afternoon now, and we just got back from the dairy, and it was a really cool field trip. It was a great classroom for the day for homeschool, and the woman who gave the tour is the owner of it with her husband, and they've been doing it since forever, basically. And so she had so much to share and so many insights, and she's actively the one every day doing everything. So she just, like, you know, you could ask her anything and she would know it because she is hands-on doing it every single day. So it wasn't like someone who, you know, sort of is around and does the tours. Like, it was the owner operator giving the tour. So that was really cool. And so we hung out there. I had packed lunches for the kids, so we did a picnic lunch, and then we went into the little store and bought some of their ice cream that they make, and the kids got to have some of that, so that was really fun. And so yeah, I'm out of breath because I was just unpacking the car, and I'm pregnant and everything right now. It's just, I got an alert from my Apple Watch this morning saying that my walking heart rate has gone up a whole bunch, and I was like, oh no. So I clicked on it, and it was like, this is super common when pregnant, like, do not be alarmed. And I'm like, okay, good. So I'm really tired now. When we came home, I made the kids take off their shoes, of course, and then change their clothes because they were like all up with those cows, and you know how kids are, just touching everything. So we changed their clothes and washed their hands, and then we'll do a nice bath this evening. But doing a bath now would not be super worthwhile because they're just going to go back outside and play. It's a beautiful day. It's a little windy, but besides that, it's just like absolutely beautiful. So it was super fun, and I'm glad we went. The kids really, really enjoyed it, and we all learned a lot, so it was really great. I'm tired though now because we got up early, got fully ready, drove over there, did the whole thing, and it's been, now it's the afternoon, so I'm pretty tired. I think I'm going to take a shower because I feel like I need one after being all over that farm. And because it was windy, it was like bits of everything were just like blowing at you, and I just feel like I need a good shower. So I'm gonna take a little shower and then maybe try to read for a little while or something, because I just feel like I need a break. My body needs a little break for an hour or two, and then we'll pick up with the evening. Riley will be home in the next few hours as well. So that's what we're doing. It was a really good day. Tomorrow night is we're doing a Friendsgiving with Riley's college friends, and we're only just adults. It's just adults. So my mother-in-law is watching our kids, which is really sweet. And so we're just gonna go for the evening. And then we are hosting our neighborhood friend group's Thanksgiving. It's just a few days before Thanksgiving that we're hosting that. And that one is with the full families, so kids are invited to that one. So it's all just good. Anyway, can you tell I look a mess? I'm like worn out. Gonna take a good hot shower and go from there. Should be good. Good morning. It's Saturday now. It's Saturday afternoon. We're about to go out to lunch as a family, just to an easy little neighborhood joint. I normally would put makeup on because I'm very self-conscious of my skin right now. However, I am really trying to let my skin breathe for a period of time every week. And I took a shower yesterday afternoon after we got back from the dairy farm, and I'm gonna have to get ready and put makeup on for Friendsgiving tonight. So I'm trying to give it like a 24-hour span of not having anything on my skin. So that's that. It's okay. If we bump into anyone I know, they've seen me in all different states, so it's gonna be okay. This morning we got up and Riley made some brunch for us, which was really delicious. And so we enjoyed that as a family, and I've just been puttering around the house. He took the kids on a golf cart ride. I was just getting some laundry done and making our bed and just things like that. And so since he's out on a golf cart ride, he's gonna swing by and pick me up, and then we're gonna go over and get a bite to eat. And then this evening, I think we're meeting at like 5. We're doing Friendsgiving, and we're doing it at this PGA golf thing that just opened up about an hour away from us. It's with Riley's set of college friends. I don't fully understand the venue. I guess it has multiple restaurants. It has a golf course. I don't really understand like what we're going to be doing, but I'm just gonna go along for the ride and just hang out with everybody. I'm sure it'll be fun. So I'm actually really hungry. Riley just texted me and said, we're on a golf cart ride. Do you want to come with us to go get food? And I said, yes. I'm pregnant. I always want to go get food. This baby is hungry all of the time. This week, week 10, I will flip to week 11 tomorrow. By the time this video goes out, I will probably be maybe 13 weeks, something like that. It usually goes out about 2 to 3 weeks late. Week 10 has been more surviving than thriving for me. I have had a really, really low-key and easy pregnancy so far. Very thankful for that. This past week has been harder than most other weeks. I've just been more tired. I had that little cold. I've been more uncomfortable. So I'm hoping that it was just largely related to being a little bit under the weather, and then like that kind of exacerbating everything else. So I guess we'll find out as we move forward. But either way, I'm gonna hit 12 weeks 1 week from tomorrow, and I'm really excited about that. That's a big milestone. So I just heard them pull up. I'm gonna go. I'll see you guys in a little bit. Hey, we just got back from lunch and I am starting to get ready for our Friendsgiving. We are meeting early because it's a PGA like golf thing, so I guess there's some golfing that's gonna happen. Like I said earlier, I don't fully understand the venue. But But I need to put my mascara on, and I need to choose a lip color, which sort of, I'm gonna go ahead and just put chapstick on first. Which sort of depends on what I wear, which I don't know what to wear. My jeans don't fit me right now because of the pregnancy. And so I bought my first pair of maternity jeans already, and I have not yet tried them on. They're kind of like a wide leg. I don't have a huge bump yet, but it's big enough that my regular jeans are super tight. I've been kind of stressing about what I'm going to wear all day. I just don't know. It doesn't feel like there's any really good options. It's warm outside today. Today's going to be the last super warm day of the year, and then we're slowly getting into, we've had some fall temperatures and like more chilly temperatures, but it's kind of been fluctuating. This is like the last situation before, the last warm day situation before it becomes chilly for good. All right, I'm gonna put my mascara on. I need to get close to the mirror so I don't get it everywhere. I did put on some shimmery eyeshadow, which is not a part of my daily 5-minute makeup look. I'm gonna put on, this is L'Oreal Toasted Almond. I wear this all the time. It's actually a super similar color to my nails right now. It's a good neutral for me. I'm gonna start curling my hair, and while I curl my hair, I'm gonna chat with you a bit about this portion of the video's sponsor, which is Kitsch. I've been talking about Kitsch a lot lately. I've been super impressed with them. Lately, I have been loving their rice water protein strengthening shampoo. You can tell by an S. And conditioner. You can tell by the C. Solid shampoo and conditioner bars. These have been so great. They're a little bit wet right now because I keep them in the shower and use them. But they have done such great things for my hair. I feel like my hair is stronger. My split ends are less, and I'm getting less split ends. I like how soft they make my hair, and they work really well. I had never used any kind of solid shampoo or conditioner before, and I wasn't really sure what to make of it. And it lathers super nicely. I'll pop a clip of it lathering up. Like, the shampoo lathers so pretty and nice and really feels like you're just cleaning. Like, I love how clean my scalp and hair feel. And then the conditioner has a really silky feeling. And after I use the conditioner, I'm able to run my fingers through my hair while it's still wet, which I have a lot of hair, but it's very fine. And so that's not the norm. Normally it gets super easily tangled because of that combination of being lots of it, but also fine. So anyway, I've just loved them. They smell amazing. Smell so good. So the rice water protein that's found in the bars helps with the regeneration of hair and with hair strength. And so if you have been losing hair, maybe like postpartum or due to like a medication or something like that, definitely try them. I am really looking forward, I'm looking at those maternity jeans. I'm looking forward to, after I have this baby, I have experienced postpartum hair loss, as most women do. And I'm excited to try these and see if it helps slow it down a little bit, because that postpartum hair loss is real. And since this really helps with strengthening and with creating, regenerating your hair, maybe it will be the key. The formula also rebalances overly moisturized hair, because that is the worst feeling ever, when your hair feels weighed down and greasy. Like, I feel like my hair still feels so light and clean, and I just really super love it. So the other cool thing is that they are obviously just bars. So they come in a cardboard box. There's no plastic. So definitely better for the environment. Kitsch ships to over 90 countries all around the world. So if you're looking to try them out, you can easily get it probably to your country. And you can use my link below and you'll get an auto 25% off discount. I'll also throw a QR code here on the screen if you are interested. I mentioned this previously in a video a few weeks ago, but this would also be such great stocking stuffers or such great holiday gifts, because it's something different people probably haven't tried, and they would be especially great gifts for someone who maybe travels a lot or has a big trip coming up because they can't spill since it's just a bar. Also would be great for someone who maybe showers at the gym or something like that. I know a lot of people like go work out in the morning and then they shower at the gym. Being able to bring stuff that can't spill and they last a really long time, but it's super high quality products and they smell so, so good. Feels like a great gift. I loved gifting consumables like that because you're not gifting people clutter. It's something they'll actually enjoy and use. And I think they'll really like this. You can use my link in the description box to get 25% off your order, which will auto apply at checkout. There's also a great caddy that you can stick to your shower wall that has a spot for shampoo, conditioner, and a body wash bar that I love using because it keeps the shower super organized and it drains the water off the bars so they dry quickly. So that's great too. With my discount, each bar will be around $11 and you can get the set of them for $21, which for high-end shampoo and conditioner is a good deal. So like I said, that link will be left below, but thanks so much to Kitsch for sponsoring this portion of the video. I've been so happy with a lot of their products and especially these rice water protein strengthening shampoo and conditioner bars. I've just really liked the things that they've done for my hair and they smell nice. They're easy to use. The lather is great. All around 10 out of 10. Love them. So thanks to Kitsch for sponsoring this portion of the video. I'm really at an awkward stage in pregnancy right now because I don't know. My friend Ange told me that she thought I looked pregnant, but she also knows me. I feel like to the general person, I don't look pregnant, but to me, I feel like my body looks really different and I'm having a hard time fitting into my normal clothes. So I've just been wearing leggings every day, which is totally fine, except for it's like now the holiday season and there are all these cute, fun little parties and events and stuff, and I don't want to wear leggings to them. So I'm hoping, I'll show these jeans. I'm hoping these jeans work well. I'm hoping that Thanksgiving is not going to be too chilly because I did just buy this dress off of Amazon. I thought it was cute and very much, it's not maternity, but it feels bump friendly. So it's kind of looks like a jean dress. It has long sleeves with elastic and a V-neck. And then at the waist, it has a little detail. And at the bottom, it has a ruffle. So I thought I tried it on last night and I thought it was really cute. I think it would be cute with some boots for Thanksgiving. And it's definitely very forgiving in the tummy area. So I actually was thinking maybe to wear this tonight. But then I don't know what shoes to wear because it's late November but it's hot today. And so I don't want to wear boots because I'm going to be really hot. I'm already running hot right now. I don't know. Let me know, those of you who have your favorite, like before you really, I love dressing a bump. Like once I have a bump, I love dressing a bump, but it's like this pre-bump. I mean, I would say I have a bump, but like real bump. What are we wearing? Are we just wearing leggings and oversized t-shirts? Cause that's what I'm wearing. I guess dresses, but dresses don't really suit my day-to-day life very well. And also it's not today, but in general, it's getting cold. So dresses don't really work super well for me right now. I'm just not, I've tried. I'm just not the kind of person, like if I'm like getting down to business, doing work, cooking, cleaning, getting my stuff done, I don't really want to be wearing a dress. I love wearing dresses, but I like wearing dresses for events, I'm not a day-to-day dress wearer. Although this baby is due in the summer, so I will be huge in prime dress wearing season. So I guess I would hypothesize that I'm going to be wearing dresses at the end of this pregnancy. But for right now, I'm feeling a little unsure. I also am not sure really how formal this place is. I just have a lot of questions. I do not like feeling unclear, unprepared when I'm getting dressed to go somewhere because it's, like it stresses me out a lot to arrive somewhere and feel like I'm not wearing the right thing. And I know people say, well, just always dress up and be overdressed. And I would rather be overdressed than underdressed, but I really would rather just be dressed appropriately. Like the amount of formal that it should be, the amount of casual that it should be. I don't like standing out in either way. I just want to like blend into the room of people and look appropriate. That's my goal in life. So I'm not even really sure. I mean, some people are going to be golfing that are there, so they'll be wearing golf outfits, but I'm not going to go golfing. We're going at like 5:30, so I don't know. The whole thing is feeling a little confusing to me, but I know Riley is thrilled. I just saw him practicing his swing because he has really gotten into golf this year. And so he's really looking forward to getting to hit a few balls or whatever. And the ladies, the other wives in the group chat were like, we're not planning on golfing. We're just going to go try. They have all these Christmas cocktails. And so I said, I bet they can make me a mocktail, because these days you can get mocktails like anywhere, which is amazing. Okay. I'm going to, I think that's probably pretty good. And then I might pull it half up because we're going to be outside and it's kind of breezy. I'm stressing right now. All right, I'm going to try on these jeans. I just don't like not knowing what to wear, and also knowing that even if I know what to wear, I don't have a lot of options right now. I'm talking in circles. I'll see you in a second. Let me see what these jeans look like and see if we can make them work. That was dramatic. You missed a lot. I'm out of breath. I tried on like 27 things. Nothing fits, nothing looks good. It was a hot mess. So, maternity jeans, very cute, fit well, or like are comfortable, don't fit well. There's not enough of a bump yet, so they just kind of look saggy, but they're very comfortable. I'm going to keep them. I think they will be great in the next like month or so. I just put spray deodorant on, so I'm letting it dry. I forgot that I got this dress in Marshall's in Naples, Florida when I went with my mom and sister. That was a lot. I tried on like 4 or 5 outfits, and every one of them I'm like, what am I going to wear? Well, I can actually wear spaghetti straps because it's 80 degrees right now. So might as well. And it's a fall color. Let me change the camera so you can see my body. And this actually makes me feel good because I look less like I'm trying to fit into something that doesn't suit me, and more like, okay, maybe I'm with child. If you know, you know. Okay. Me and the baby are here. Someone's calling me. Okay. She's gonna have to wait. It's my sister. This is the dress. Here's the back. It is just a simple sundress, but it's very much bump friendly because the waist is above the bump. And I feel good about that. Okay. That was a lot. That was a lot. I was just tearing through clothes because we gotta go. I want to put some jewelry on. I'm going to grab a sweater in case it gets a little chilly later, but I don't think it's going to get that chilly later. It's just alarming when your body starts taking over and you're like catching up, you know? It's alarming. I've been through it twice. I can do it again, but it's hard. It can be a little hard. Okay, here we go. I'm catching my breath. That was crazy. Also, my chest is huge right now. It is huge. It is so huge right now. And it is so like tender. And so trying to put bras on, like nothing really fits, nothing's comfortable. It's a whole thing. Also, my toenails aren't even painted because it's November. So I need to paint them quickly before I go because I'm going to wear sandals, and I'm not going to wear sandals with unpainted toenails. This is if you give a mouse a cookie. But worth it for this cute little babe. Oh man. We just arrived at our Friendsgiving destination. Where are we?
PGA of America, PGA District in Frisco.
It's huge.
It's beautiful. It's beautiful. We're just gonna play the range tonight. I don't know if there's anything else to do tonight. No course, but super excited. It's gonna be so
The question
awesome.
is, will there be food?
Oh yeah. I think we're gonna do Friendsgiving here every year from now on.
Wow.
If this goes well. I'm gonna make sure it goes well.
It's a gorgeous night, I will say.
Yeah.
This is really cool.
He come out sweaty.
Well, hey, it's Sunday now, and we had such a fun time last night. As you could see when I was getting ready, I wasn't really sure what to expect, and it ended up being super beautiful. And we sat down at the Top Golf Lounge, and they had golf simulators, and so everyone could play with the golf simulator, and we ordered drinks and food, and we all just hung out for several hours. And then it was such a nice night that we ended up taking a lap around the perimeter of the premises, and we stopped at an ice cream shop, and a lot of us got some ice cream. I got strawberry sorbet that was delicious. And we walked around, and then we all said goodbye and drove home. So it was a really fun and different, unique Friendsgiving. So we had a lot of fun, and yeah, came home. And then this morning we've just been up and doing our Sunday morning thing. We just got back from church and all of that. So I'm gonna go ahead and wrap up this vlog here. Before I go, I keep meaning to share this. So a lot of you have probably heard of this, seen this, maybe even tried this. This is the Mario Badescu drying lotion. It is for acne, and I have noticed the most marked difference since I started using this. As you know, I've talked about a lot. It has been a big insecurity of mine in the past month or so. My breakouts have just been very, very bad, and this has been the only thing, aside from the red light therapy mask, that I've actually noticed like a distinctive difference. I've tried every other thing you can think of, and like it might kind of help, but this, okay, the way you use it, if you don't know, here's what it looks like. So the only part of the product that you use is this pink part down at the bottom. This all right here, you do not use. It's just, it kind of just keeps it fresh or whatever. So it has calamine, camphor, sulfur, talc, and zinc oxide, and salicylic acid. And so what you do is you take a Q-tip and you dip the clean end of a Q-tip down into here, and then you use it as a spot treatment on any pimples or acne that you have. And because I've been breaking out so badly here, I use two Q-tips. I take one or two sides of the same Q-tip. I take one side and I dot it, I dip it into the pink stuff at the bottom, and I dot it onto the places where there's like some cystic acne or like a pimple is starting to form. I really think it's good on those like underground one. It really helps draw it out. So I dab that, and then I switch to the other side of the Q-tip and I put some on, and then I just sort of like put a light coating over my whole jawline, and the number of active breakouts that I am seeing has diminished so significantly. And so it also could be I'm further along in this pregnancy, and so I'm not, breaking out quite as badly. But I just, even if I have a breakout, if I use this when I wake up, it's significantly smaller, and it's working. So I've never tried this. It used to be way more expensive than it is now. It's like $10 now. And so I've never tried it because it's such a small little bottle, and you only use this tiny bit at the bottom. And so I was always like, I'm not going to spend whatever. It was like 20 or 30 bucks before, but now it's like much, much less expensive. So I will link it below if you're interested. But if you struggle with acne, and especially if you struggle with cystic acne and like hormonal acne, that's that deep under the skin stuff, I really recommend you giving this a shot, because I've been very, very, very impressed, and I wish I had tried it sooner. So it's really great. Anyway, I just wanted to mention that. I saw it sitting on my counter when I was getting ready to film this to say goodbye to you for this weekly vlog, and I thought, I need to mention that because it's so hard to struggle with acne. And so if I can share anything that's been working for me, especially when it's not super expensive and it's been making such a marked difference, I wanted to share it with you. Anyway, I will see you guys in the next one. Thanks again for being here. Make sure to check out BlairLambDesign.com for all kinds of really fun holiday designs, sweatshirts, t-shirts, candles, jewelry, all kinds of stuff. And I will see you in the next one. Have an awesome week. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you'll take a second to check out my online shop, BlairLambDesign.com. I launch new designs seasonally, and we're adding new things all the time. And I would love for you to just go and take a look at the tees and sweatshirts that we have, jewelry, candles, and all kinds of other fun accessories. So make sure to head over there. There is always a link below, or you can head directly to BlairLambDesign.com.